Now to my next guest, and when she was in college, she didn't like her only breakfast options were packed with sugar and not a lot of nutrition. So in her dorm room, she decided to take matters into her own hands, and ChiChi was born. Here to show us her hot cereal made out of chickpeas is Chiara Munzi. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you. I am a big breakfast girly, so selfishly very excited this is happening. Tell me about ChiChi.
Yeah, well, ChiChi is my breakfast company, and in my dorm room, I used to eat so much oatmeal, just like those regular instant oatmeal packets, but I would get hungry like an hour after eating it. Like, it wasn't that filling, there wasn't that much protein in it.
Yeah.
So one day I was just sitting there and I saw in my pantry a can of chickpeas like this, and I decided, what if I just replaced the oats with the chickpea, because there's way more protein and fiber.
Oh my gosh. And then ChiChi was born?
Yeah, this is how ChiChi got started. It was this epiphany, why don't I replace the oat with the chickpea for a healthier breakfast? And here we are, and I'm here to show you how we did it.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna show. You don't do this process now, but this is how we did it back in your dorm room. So you're gonna demo with me. Let's get going. How do we do it?
Yeah, so what I would do is I would just get some chickpeas from the store, and this was me in my dorm room.
I can't believe you did this in your dorm room.
I know.
It's like no space in there.
It was so weird. I was like, what was I even thinking? But it kind of worked.
Look at you. I mean, this is a lesson to everyone,
Yes.
to come up with something and keep it going.
So what I would do is I would have these chickpeas, and they kind of have a neutral flavor.
Yeah,
and I
they
thought,
do.
what if I could flatten them into an oatmeal shape and just trick myself into thinking that they were oats, right?
Oh, okay.
So I would have a cutting board like this, and I would just mash them up like this into an oat.
Kind of let them, like, you know, mini explode and then just. And what consistency are you looking, like you're all just looking for it to be kind of like this, almost like a flat surface?
Okay, like a flat surface. And you might be thinking this is so weird. And this is not what the product is now, and then after I would do this, I would actually sometimes put them in the oven to dry a little bit.
Oh.
But, you know, when I was in a rush, I would have this chickpea, and it was like chickpea mush, but it's just plain chickpeas.
But like you said, it's just kind of like a neutral flavor, and then you can add in different flavors, and it's healthier, not full of sugar. So now ChiChi looks like this, and you brought some flavor options. So what did you bring today?
Yeah, so we figured out how to turn this chickpea flake into an actual delicious freeze-dried product in this bag. So we have regular oatmeal flavors. We have apple cinnamon. We have maple brown sugar, which is my favorite.
Oh.
We have a new dark chocolate flavor. And then we have original, which is actually our best-selling one, which is still the only ingredient in here is only chickpeas.
It is so crazy nowadays to look at something and see one ingredient on there. That is crazy. Okay, yeah. Protein, fiber, all the things. I'm gonna taste test, but while I'm doing, which one do you recommend that I taste test? This
I would
one
taste, yes, the maple brown sugar is definitely a classic. If you like those little, you know how those little packets of maple brown sugar oatmeal are super common?
Yes.
Those actually have like 13 grams of sugar in them, in that tiny thing, and like 2 grams of protein. So this has 10 grams of protein and a lot less sugar.
Oh my gosh,
and it's
okay.
chickpeas.
I'm gonna dive in, and you can also put like fruit on it. You have bananas, berries, which is amazing for more fiber. So what has been the response so far from people that have taste tested and seen your product?
It's been really good so far, I think. What do you think of it?
Yeah. Mapley.
Mapley, yeah. Does it taste like a chickpea?
No.
Yeah, so
I would never know that it was chickpeas, to be honest. This is really good.
Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, so the response has been good. It's taken, like, the best way for us to, like, show people the product is to have them taste it. Otherwise, they're like, chickpeas for breakfast? That's so weird. Does it taste like a bean? And you really have to, like, try it to believe it. So we do so many, like, samples. We started at the farmer's market, just doing samples at the farmer's market, and definitely just do that a lot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so where can people find y'all too? I know online, right? But where all can we find you?
Yeah, so we have a website, chickpeaoats.com, where you can find us. And we're also posting all the time on social media. Since it's me and my friend who started it in our dorm room, we just post a lot of behind the scenes online, and the response from that has been cool. We're still super small, so like we're always doing really scrappy, weird things.
How has it been working with your friend? Because I imagine, like, you know, sometimes people talk about that working with family, friends can be a little, I don't know. Do you have any tips for people? How's it been? Putting you on the spot.
I know. Izzy, if you're out there, I love you. And I do love her, and it actually has been amazing. We actually met in a business school class together, so we both had like a shared dream of starting a business, and we both are like super healthy. She runs, I like to do yoga, and so this was like the perfect business for us to start.
Do you have any tips too for someone that's starting a new business? I mean, I'm sure now you're learning so much with this process, but do you have any tips?
Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest tip is just do it. You're never gonna be ready to do it, and that there's never gonna be a time where you like know everything that's gonna happen. You just have to kind of start. And if you tasted the first version of our product 3 years ago, it tasted honestly pretty bad. Not bad, but like not amazing. But we had to put it out there and we had to get people to try it. And then we got a bunch of feedback and we iterated on this product like 10 times. So this is like version 10 of the new recipe, and we think it tastes like so much better now, and we're just excited to improve even more in the future. So you just gotta do it.
I love that advice. I tell people that all the time, like start a YouTube channel, do something, just start it before you're ready. This was delicious. So version 10, I'm in. Thank you so much for being here.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.